Habari ma Africa, asante kwa kutazama Kings. So today we are talking about Gayton Mckenzie, who keeps on exposing himself on his lack of political knowledge, his lack of research when he speaks, always getting numbers wrong, always getting statements wrong, and also continues to remind us that as South Africans, at one point we must sit down and say there must be a minimum requirement for someone to go to parliament. It cannot be that any nincompoop with a matriculant can be in parliament and earn millions of rands just for saying nothing there or confusing us more. It's not a popularity contest, ladies and gentlemen. The people who are in parliament are deciding on our future, deciding on laws, deciding on so many things that affect us as individuals in the society. And having people like our Gayton Mckenzie, who literally got out of jail and walked into a political party that he funded himself, only to be in parliament again to say statements that don't make sense, for me is quite concerning. In fact, it's not only him. There are many other politicians from the ANC, I would say from the EFF, I would say from the MK political party, from the Democratic Alliance, and many other political parties, of which when you listen to them talk, you ask yourself, how did this person get selected to be in parliament? Some of them, the whole year finishes. I would even say the whole 5-year finishes without me and you hearing their voice. Let's talk about that and much more.
Welcome to King Said So, Africa's one land, one language, one currency, one army on King Said So. Africans can unite. Your Pan-Africanist podcast. Enjoy.
Peace in Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome back to King Setso. I'm your host, Kagiso Hlongwane Sinchiva Sono, and we're back at it again with another one. And this time around, we're talking about having a standard requirement for politicians to be in parliament. We are embarrassing ourselves, South Africans. We are embarrassing ourselves. Before I start with that, Unondumiso, our sister, has found another school for us. Unomfundo has found another school for us in the Eastern Cape that does not have toilets. The name of this school is what is the name of this school? Is Mabentseni Primary School. It's a primary school. Guys, Ziakala Eastern Cape. Ziabuya Eastern Cape. These children literally don't have toilets. Literally, they don't have toilets. You know, what inspired me about this teacher, there are some toilets, they're like a shack, like type of a setup that they have there. And the principal sent me some pictures, and we spoke, me and him. Such a humble man, the principal. Mr. Wulala, such a humble person. It is, in case you are wondering, the location is Mabentseni, and the municipality is Intika Yetu municipality. So I was speaking to the principal, and he said, you know, some of the children use the staff room toilets, of which even them, they are not in a good state. And I was like, okay, so how is the staff room toilet? He's like, my brother, don't worry about the staff. We are adults. We will make a plan. Just help us with the kids. This is about the kids. I was so touched when he said that. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go into some time. This is not going to be done in 2 months, 3 months, ladies and gentlemen. You have to be very patient with myself and with you, because I have to prepare myself financially, so that we can undertake this project. But one thing for sure, we are going to build toilets for the school. We're going to try our best. You know, the issue is that there's no water. The taps don't have water. The area where they are in does not have water. You know, the water was coming out, but the water stopped. And it's been long. They've got one pump there in the school. There's no water. So it's something that we need to attack and deal with something. We are tired of complaining as African people. We are just tired of complaining and waiting for government to save us. Government is not going to save us. And when I was speaking to this principal and Unomfundo, I got the sense, and not I got the sense. They said, listen, that 427 schools that you are naming on your channel, King, according to the website of the Department of Education, is actually an understatement. There are more schools in the Eastern Cape that are using pit toilets. I was like, yo, is that car? So I just wanted to inform you, we have identified the school. We are not going to identify others. We don't have the money or the luxury of time to attack all the schools. What we are trying to do is to do one school. Maybe another YouTube channel will do it. Maybe another organization will see us doing it and do it also. Nobody knows who we will inspire to help another school. So the little that we can do, we are going to do. Also, Mkhonto Wesizwe has is busy building another school. I was very impressed. No, another school, another house. I was very impressed with the MK to say, man, the MK is trying, man. They are trying every region, everywhere where they are doing their best to make a little of difference where they are. So I was happy to see that the MK political party is at least trying to do something, ladies and gentlemen. I was very inspired with that, and that's what we want from our politicians and our communities. When you say I'm a community activist, show us the work that you are doing on the ground, and people are waiting to be rich, thinking, the day I'm rich I will give. No, you will not. If you can't give right now and share the 10 rand that you have right now, you will never give when you are rich. Believe you me. So ladies and gentlemen, we are having a gala dinner on the 2nd of May. Tickets needs to be sold out by the end of this month. Please make sure that you buy your tickets. Don't waste any more time. February, the month of love, has passed. It's time now to get back to our Pan-Africanist movement, where we speak Pan-Africanism and walk Pan-Africanism and put our hands in our pockets and do Pan-Africanism. There's a huge difference in preaching Pan-Africanism and doing Pan-Africanism. We are building a school. You guys know we're having the gala dinner on the 2nd of May, and we are asking you to purchase the ticket of 1,000 and the VIP ticket of 2,000 rand. This will go towards the fundraising of the school project. We need to build the school project, number one. Number two, for those who say, King, I don't have Kusenzima, whatever, I can send a 200 rand, I can send 100 rand, I can send a 40 rand, just so that you guys can buy the guys who are building lunch, or buy a bag of cement or something like that. We appreciate and we welcome those type of contributions. Please make sure that you send your 50 rand monthly contributions to the Pan-African School of Economics, Technology and Agriculture. And also those who can do a little bit more, you can join the Mike Hadebe campaign, of which is a campaign where we are asking people to buy 1 pallet of bricks for us to build the school. We have 4 pallets of bricks so far that have been bought by the community. So thank you so much, guys, for everybody that is contributing to the school. Those who want to know more information, please go to www.paseta.co.za. That is where you're going to find all the information that you need. Follow us on X and on Facebook on Paseta. Just search for Paseta, you will find us. Okay, let's get into this issue of Gayton Mckenzie. Gayton Mckenzie. Hey, Bafeti, no. We need to have a standard for our politicians. We need to have a minimum requirement for people to go in parliament, not into politics, but to go in parliament. No, man, we must be led by people who are educated, number one, and who are sound in mind. There are many politicians, when they speak there on parliament, you ask yourself, but where does this person come from? How does a person come to this mindset? I know of it. So I want us to listen quickly to what Gayton Mckenzie said there when they were busy debating this PEPFAR and USA thing. the statements that he made. It's like a child. Listen to this.
I teach my kids. I said to my kids always, most people don't live with reality.
Right.
I said, if you want to be successful, look at your reality, not perception. America needs South Africa. South Africa needs America. If we don't work together, both of us shall lose. But South Africa shall lose more. America does not have doctors currently that's out of a job. We have medical students that don't have a job. Worse PEPFAR. Without PEPFAR, it shall be worse. People are going to die. HIV/AIDS is going to kill our people. I am coming here today. If you hate America, that's fine. If you think this is about Donald Trump, that's even fine. But this is not about Donald Trump. This is about the 230,000 people that will be out of a job. This is about the people that will be dying. I'm not here. I don't care what you feel. So to South Africans, come here with a plan. Don't hi me here. You have medical aid. You have free medical aid. You have free state medical aid. You come here. Hi. I'm talking for the people with no medical aid. All the people in this tent have medical aid. And the ones that run to America, I want to warn you, we have a Minister of International Affairs. We have a president. The reason why you're not posting the pictures of your American stay, because you met the janitors, you met the people there at this gate. Show us who you met. So I want to say to South Africa, let's fix our relationship.
Okay, Gayton, okay. You know, I taught my kids that most people don't want to live in their reality. Gayton Mckenzie is one person who lives in his own bubble in this world. A bubble where, there is harmony between African people and the Dutch people. He lives in that. He does not live in his reality. He lives in a perspective where he continuously told us, yeah, it's nice in the GNU. In the GNU, it's nice. We're working together. Everything is right. We put our differences aside and we're like, Gayton, who are you fooling? Who are you fooling? Daisy there, standing there, attacking the Democratic Alliance for going to America. We know these things. We've foreseen these things. That, guys, this relationship is not going to last. Some people said 24 months. But when we started seeing the DA take the level of abuse that they took from the ANC, we're like, okay, this thing is going to last much longer. The DA is not going to leave power because of the ANC implementing other policies and putting bills into practice. We saw that. And we saw also the ANC being tolerant of DA ministers disrespecting even their president. And we're like, how? ANC? Now, Cyril Ramaphosa, you don't know what is cabinet reshuffle. Don't know how to reshuffle cabinet again and fire people. It's like Cyril Ramaphosa has lost his two soccer balls. You know, it's quite sad to see what is happening there with the DA will never accept, Abu Helen Zila will never accept that they have been led by black people. They will never accept it. And Gayton Mckenzie, remember, the DA did not want the PA into the GNU. They tried to stop the PA to getting into the GNU, trying to influence the ANC not to accept the PA. And this is exactly what we are talking about when we are saying this thing that he's coaching his children. In Kimberley, when we say telling his children, we say coach. So more Kimberley, only more Kimberley, or you someone something or so in Kimberley we say coach. This thing that is coaching his children about reality and perception is he himself does not understand it. And please, when you get on that podium, don't talk about your children because we don't want to comment about them. Don't talk about your kids. How? The America does not have doctors that are unemployed. America does have doctors that are unemployed. Go and do your research. The number is not like our number, but America does have doctors that are unemployed, that are looking for jobs, but they can't. You just need to go on Google and Google it. You will find that there are American doctors seeking for a job and they don't have a job. Number one. Number two, you can't say there are 230,000 jobs are going to be lost.
But this is not about Donald Trump. This is about the 230,000 people that will be out of a job. This is about the people.
No, you are not the Minister of Health. Aaron Motsoaledi said 15,000 jobs are going to be lost. Yeah? When you're coming with 230,000 jobs are going to be lost, don't talk rubbish. You can fool those who you can fool, Gayton. You can fool your pathetic alliance followers, not us. Not us. Be accurate with the numbers. Even with PEPFAR, you try to say PEPFAR is 20-something%. I played the videos. You guys can see it on my shots. Where he said 20-something, then the next time he said 19%, and we know it's 17%. They try to exaggerate numbers to make situations seem as if they are worse than what they are. But we had the Minister of Sport and Arts and Culture, the Minister of Health, Aaron Motsoaledi, was with my favorite presenter on Metro FM. This lady, who is at, I think is from 7 to 9 o'clock. What's that lady's name? Oh my God, her name is slipping me. But you guys know the lady I'm talking about. She was questioning the Minister of Health as to the impact and effect that it's going to have on South Africa and how South Africa is going to work with the BRICS companies to try and close that gap. And South Africa is already in negotiation with China and Russia to see how best they can close that gap that America is leaving open there. So why am I forgetting this lady's name from Metro FM? Why, guys, remind me the lady's name on the comment section. What is this lady's name? I almost wanted to say Pearl, but anyways, yeah. So that's what is happening there. So I saw again also the MK, MK minister, member of parliament, struggling with technology there.
MKP.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair, thank you, unmute. Thank you, Honorable. Yes. Hello, thank you, Honorable Chair.
Proceed, Honorable Mkhweqane.
Okay.
Can you proceed? We hear you.
Yes. I'm still looking for this. Oh my God. Something wrong here. Honorable Chair, I'm being troubled by this technology here. I don't know what's going on.
This is unfair, honorable members, to other members, because we have been giving you time, and the technical glitch is clearly not with the table staff, it's with yourself. Can you proceed, Honorable Mkhweqane? Or,
yes, Honorable.
Or anyone from MKP who has the speech, can they read on behalf of Honorable Mkhweqane? Honorable Reddy?
Yeah, you see a person struggling, trying to, press the buttons. But, some of us who work for government, unfortunately, see this, that the older generation, it's difficult to introduce even things like Zoom, Microsoft, anything that you want to introduce that's new technology, they struggle. They struggle. Somebody, I can't remember who it was. I think it was Andile Ngcitama. He said some of these politicians can't even change a WhatsApp profile picture. they have to give their grandchildren to change a WhatsApp profile picture. And that is the reality of what is happening with our people. So I have to go and have a cry on you guys. I say, I think somewhere, somehow, these politicians have to have a minimum requirement to be in parliament. Just imagine just how much more quality are we going to get in our political parties when the people who are leading are a little bit better educated, unlike it becomes a popularity contest where people who are more popular or have more funding than others, like Abu Thabiso Molefe from the MK political party, just because they've got more money and everything, they can become leaders because they can buy votes, spend 720,000 rand on a campaigning program. It's crazy. I know there has to be buffet. Do you guys think that a matric is enough to be in parliament? And I wonder, is there parliamentarians that don't have matric? I think a person must go and check. I know on the parliament website there is information like that we can get. I'll go and check for you guys the qualification, like the lowest qualification we have. And that is not an attack on people like Abu Jacob Zuma and everything. At that time, I can say they had an excuse. They were in exile, they were fighting the apartheid regime. I understand the older generation that are above 60 years old, maybe even 50. But lower than that, no, actually 50 is also young. Lower than 60, no, you don't have an excuse, man. You don't have an excuse. You have to be educated. You have to understand technology. You have to know how to read. You have to know how to articulate yourself. We are not saying in English, in your own mother tongue. You have to know how to articulate yourself properly to make valid points. Politics will humble us. Serious. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Until we meet again, don't forget to pray. But after you pray, stand up, African child. Do your best so that God can do the rest. Peace. Pan-Africanism. I salute you.